I'm probably going to be doing several short uploads here while I'm in in Walmart. Gee, somebody had a classic rock star and decided not to pay for it. Hmm. I wonder if he was the same guy that did the bathroom decoration down at the 7-Eleven. I'm betting he was. Now, here's the problem. I'd already decided maybe the only thing I could probably eat was caramels, and with a little help from one of the associates, he located Kraft, not Brock's, but Kraft caramels. And when you begin to read the ingredients, sure enough, let's put that right there. Sure enough, right off the bat, it's corn syrup first, then sugar, then skim milk. They're skimming that milk to make cheese. And then instead of having some fat, it should actually be cream. It should just be cane sugar and cream. It's all it should be in. Maybe a little bit of salt. But what's the fat? It's palm oil. Right there. Instant diarrhea. Whey, you know, byproduct of making the cheese and stuff. Salt, artificial and natural flavor. I don't know why you'd need that, since when you make caramel with cream and maybe a little, and just sugar, it develops what we call caramel, not caramel. Caramel is a petroleum product. And of course, it's got soy lecithin, which is an emulsifier. Yeah, it says it right there, emulsifier, to, I guess, to keep all that corn syrup from separating. And they only want $3 for a bag full of, not even how many ounces is it? Uh, it feels like about maybe 6 ounces. What the hell is the weight on this? Well, 11 ounces. So 11 ounces of caramels made in a totally non-traditional fashion out of cheap-ass, no-good palm oil, corn syrup, and other garbage. It's just the problem. It's even Werther's got some kind of, but it's okay. Let's take a look at the Tootsie Roll, which used to be mostly just be wheat flour and a little bit of cocoa and sugar. Now let's see what it's made out of. It's sugar and corn syrup and palm oil, that nasty toxic palm oil, condensed skim milk, cocoa, whey, soy lecithin, the emulsifier, artificial and natural flavors. So that's a big no-no just because of the palm oil. Do you know how hard it is to get anything around here? So far, that meal I had at Denny's was the closest thing to being non-toxic in any restaurant. And to tell you the truth, I think they were using fairly expensive walnut oil. And you really can't find. Last night I was having a bad case of sweet tooth. I've already stocked up on my tinned beef, as you can see, and my mild cheddar cheese sticks, because yesterday I had to really work at it all day long. In weather like this, I need about 3,000 calories a day to maintain good, warm core temperature. And yesterday, even with heavily sugared coffee, I barely met 2,000 calories, and even in jail, the standard is 2,750. So this is the chemist, and there's really nothing here. There's some little deal of Toblerone there, but there's something they're doing with chocolate that gives me loose stools. I checked the Toblerone the other day, and at Target, and yeah, I got the bumpity. It's fully charged. Nobody wants this thing because it's bump. I used to live pretty much off of this stuff. I remember when you could get them for 8 cents a pop. You get a case for almost nothing. It's and because I only ate once a day because I had chronic. I already went at Target. I went over all this stuff, and there's really no sweet here. This thing doesn't even have the beep on the back up. there's nothing. Let me check it. I remember the Swedish fish seemed to. I remember eating a small bag one time that somebody had given me, but let's see. And so yeah, it's got the usual carnauba wax to keep them from sticking together. Sugar, invert sugar, corn syrup, modified cornstarch. That's still going to have some. Still going to have some Bt toxin and usually some glyphosate. Contest less than 2% citric acid, and they're using white mineral oil. You know, that's actually the closest to it. Doesn't have any palm oil in it. No soy, no. You know, I might actually buy some of those. Let me keep that in the back of my head, although I'm not so sure considering they want $4.18 for $12 worth of, doesn't even really, that's the cornstarch is actually there's no actual beef gelatin. It's not really a gelatin, it's just thickened up cornstarch. Yeah, somebody didn't like this apparently. Gee, I wonder why. I bet you all that stuff is full of palm oil. There's the ingredients right there for sugar. That is some tiny ass print. Cocoa butter, chocolate, lecithin, emulsifier. I'm trying to. Sugar processed with. Oh, I'm sorry, that is absolutely. Is that alkaline? No. Well, it's not actually in the right place. If they have them, I might give those Scottish butter cookies a chance, but that's really not. I want something that's actually sweet. Boy, you can tell people have been just chunking, moving stuff around. What a nightmare. Somebody ate a whole bunch of stuff, left it in the box there, and they're constantly moving stuff around. Brookside dark chocolate, pomegranate flavor. And here's hot cocoa peppermint. Hot cocoa peppermint. Kind of the wrong place. So, already 7 minutes and I haven't hardly done anything. Oh, and there's exactly what you want. If you're looking for a sweet, yeah, buy the Hershey's Zero Sugar Special Dark Chocolate Candy. It's only $5 for pure poison. I'm sorry. We are carbon-based units. We run off of this stuff, and then you want to buy a product that has no sugar because you're fat as a hog from your effects or reactions to the Bt and glyphosate. I know it's causing the obesity in this country and the type 2 diabetes. It's the frankenfood. So there's Russell Stover, sugar-free. Yeah, that's right up my alley. Dream Pops Vanilla Sky Crunch. Nope. Oh, there you go, Mr. Beast. D's nuts. I don't think that's really appropriate. There's just almost nothing here, really. Here's stuff that's pretending to be some kind of no sugar added cookies and cream, white chocolate. They're only, with tax, only about $4.50 per 2.8 ounces. Now, let's look at this and see. Let me crank up my cocoa butter. Erythritol. Yeah, that's not very smart. Milk with a special, that's RBST free. Yeah, it's supposed to be hormone free. Cookie pieces, rice flour, and then essentially a baby laxative sweetener in there. Cocoa, canola oil, that's a no-no. Cornstarch, glycerin, cellulose, natural fibers, stevia extract. So yeah, they won't to have something sweet, but with no sugar in it. Look, if you're fat, it's because you can't control your appetite because you're eating frankenfood. One of the notorious aspects of frankenfood, especially like corn syrup, cornstarch, actually increases your appetite like crazy. That is my empirical observation. Of course, that's what my means is my empirical observation is that, I can have no appetite at all and drink one little 12-ounce deal full of, well, I'd hate to even get into this, coconut oil, caramel, corn syrup, coconut oil, brown sugar, sucrose, invert sugar, one molasses, sweetened condensed milk, looking fairly almost edibles. Oh, actually, white sugar, butter, sweet, cream, salt, soy lecithin, a small amount, vanilla extract. I said almost milk chocolate, sea salt, caramels. Let me give it a. They only want $5 for like a whopping, you know, uh, 11.3 ounces. And let me finish reading this. Ethyl alcohol. It's got a. That's actually that vanilla extract was prepared with ethanol. That's okay. Vanilla bean extract, milk, cocoa or dry whole milk, chocolate liqueur, soy lecithin, sea salt. And it says contained bioengineered, but actually, right now, that's even not. The only problem with this is, the coconut oil is fine. Everything on here is okay, except for I use an unknown amount of corn syrup in there. But that's right there is about the closest. I got to remember where the heck this is at. Closest thing to a sweet in here that I would buy. And it would have to be a small amount like that because a large amount would definitely give me digestive problems. And let's check out. I know I'm running like 12, 13 minutes here. And the upload while in here with the building blocking it. Let's go over the Toblerone. And this should be free of. No, this one's got a nougat though. Nougat is usually made from cashews. And cashews, as I've stated before, toxic. Milk chocolate, sugar, milk, cocoa, butter, chocolate, milk fat, soy lecithin, artificial flavor, sugar, honey, almonds, invert sugar, egg whites. So actually, those two are. Where's the almond nougat coming in on this? It's not really sugar, honey, almonds. They're making their nougat out of almonds. And yeah, that's a possibility. I'm going to keep it in mind. So there's two things. I'm going to actually put them together right there. Toblerone, and that is probably the least toxic in the store. It's time, 14 minutes. It's time for an upload.